Good evening. The state television company of Western Armenia represents the most important events of these days. Today's broadcast: century-old tragedy of Pontic Greeks. The genocide against Armenians, Assyrians, and Greeks is the cornerstone of Turkey's policy. Iran reinforces areas around the Gulf. Today, Charles Aznavour would turn 95. ConIFA Artsakh 2019's volunteers group is ready for the tournament. On May 19 of 1919 was the beginning of the War of Independence. However, this War of Independence was not a war for the liberation of the empire against imperialism, but on the contrary a liberation war with the imperialist rulers against the Greeks of the Black Sea and Asia Minor. In Turkey, this day is celebrated as the National Day of Sport and Youth, whereas on this day was carried out the massacre of the Greeks living in the territory near Black Sea. The Pontic Greeks massacre basically consisted of three stages: a massacre of 353,000 Greeks, an exile from their settlement, and pro-Turkish policy towards the survivors. The Greeks who changed their language, religion, names, and settlements had to live with their Turkish and Muslim identity. For 100 years, the Turkish state denies the fact of this genocide, samely as it denies the other carried out genocides. Greek, Armenian, and Assyrian Christians, which are the indigenous people of the region and predominated in the region before its colonization by Turkish Muslims, were subjected to a staggered campaign of genocide from 1894 to 1924, which reduced them from 20% of the population to less than 2%, according to Israeli researchers Dr. Benny Morris and Dr. Dror Zevi. They mentioned that the British, French, Turkish, and U.S. archives, along with some Greek materials, German and Austro-Hungarian papers confirmed Turkey's Armenian, Greek, and Assyrian communities disappeared as a result of staggered campaign of genocide beginning in 1894. Summarizing there the 30-year genocide, Turkey's destruction of its Christian minorities, 1894 to 1924 book, Morris and Zevi found out a stunning persistent image of ethno-religious crime in the 3 decades. Every Turkish government since 1924, together with the most of the Turkish population, continue to deny the painful history we have uncovered, they mentioned. Iranian activists on social media have been sharing a video showing Iranian Revolutionary Guards transporting S-300 air defense systems to areas along the Gulf. According to the activists, the air defense systems are being moved to protect the nuclear reactor and sensitive sites along the Gulf from any possible attack. The moves come as Iran's Air Force Chief Aziz Nasirzadeh on Monday threatened to bomb regional capitals and target oil installations in the Arabian Gulf in response to tension with the United States. Renowned singer, composer, poet, actor, national hero of Armenia, Charles Aznavour, who was singing about human emotions and individual and the most dedicated human feelings, as well as about love and homeland, on May 22 would turn 95 years old. In this occasion, the Paris municipality, in cooperation with the Aznavour Foundation, organized a number of events in the French capital on May 21st, on the eve of Aznavour's birthday. On the occasion of Aznavour's 95th birthday, a number of events will be held around the world throughout the year. Among them are exhibitions, concerts, opening of the monuments, naming of public places and institutions. After the 1988 Spitak earthquake, Charles Aznavour visited Armenia for many times. He has created the Aznavour for Armenia Foundation in Paris, aimed at assisting the people affected from the earthquake. Aznavour served as permanent representative of Armenia to UNESCO. In 2009, he has been appointed Armenia's ambassador to Switzerland. In 2004, Aznavour received the title of National Hero of Armenia. In 2009, Charles Aznavour Museum opened in Yerevan. Charles Aznavour passed away on 1st of October of 2018, leaving a rich musical heritage to the world. As informs ConIFA Artsakh official Facebook page, the opening ceremony of the ConIFA European Football Cup 2019 will take place on 1st of June at 8 p.m. at Jalmian Stadium in Stepanakert. A group of volunteers consisting of 200 people has already been formed. Volunteers will support the participants and guests during the entire tournament. Let us remind that the tournament will be held from 1st of June to 9, and in the tournament will take part the national team of Western Armenia. During these days in Artsakh, the visitors can enjoy wonderful atmosphere, many surprises, and have unforgettable memories. Now let us represent to your attention a song by Charles Aznavour.
Yes, kui meron chim gidi, Javair kai namani. Yes, kui meron chim gidi, Javair kai namani. There's no in a match lumushini, lady didari namani. There's no in a match Aşkarımı simenduniz Memurvatis murvachunis Aşkarımı simenduniz Memurvatis murvachunis Boşneris navadunis Randu şakarine
You can find the whole version of the song in the official page of Western Armenia TV. This was all for today. Goodbye.